Three times the charms. Three is very significant to these messages. Might be seeing 1133. Again, this is just a continuation. I don't know how many parts it's going to be. They really don't want this information out because I'm having so much trouble. But it's little things. It's not going to stop a message from coming out. That would be kind of ridiculous, right? But this is for a special group of people. Again, I don't know what parts are going to be released and what time. But again, you could be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities as far as numbers and things like that. I know I am. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but if you know, you know. I will a little later on because I do have a lot of dates and times and things like that. So this message is for, it's like 101, as I said. I do a lot of channeling with music, things like that. But this is about a special group because not a lot of people in my family knows about this part of me. I would say spirituality, but it's more, it's just more of not preaching, but spreading the word, but helping people out. It's about helping people. Once we understand, once we get on our path, we're all here for a reason. My dad told me a long time ago, the Lord always has our path. It's already written. That's why our birth charts are very, very sacred. Because that's I'm not going to bring that in, but that's how you know what signs you are. You may know, like I said, I'm a Libra. That's how when I came into a lot of things, it was just, I didn't know my moon sign, my rising, things like that, or, south node, north node, things like that. Didn't even know what was my chart, but you can get it free at, I believe it is, they'll give it to you, and I'll say it in one of the messages, but it's very important if you want to understand, not your purpose, but understand this a little bit more. Again, our sun sign is who we are, how we think, and then moon sign is, again, how we perceive things, and then the sun sign is how they perceive us. And that's how you can tell a lot of things. So going back to this is not easy for us to put these messages. And I commend the ones that do, because there's a lot of people in the when they go live and things like that, they will go in there and they'll put comments, try to mess the energy up. Which, if we understand, and we already know, we've been doing this, energy, you can't mess with the energy, with what we're channeling and things. No distractions going to get the message out. A lot of distractions, though. But this is for, again, the tickets are already if you hadn't gotten any communication from me, then, you have earned a ticket. But there's, the way they're having me do it and talking about this is that I want to give a very special shout out. I do this when I see certain things happening, but when I say we have guides and teachers and things, we do have ancestors and we work with them very closely. When I would hear people, intuition, a lot of things, but gifts are being upgraded. A lot of things with the moons. I work all natural, no kind of spell, because our thoughts are very powerful. The only thing I'll think is I'll say a prayer for somebody, because if they're not awakened, they don't understand what they're doing. So it doesn't, you have to forgive. It's about forgiveness. But my journey started with understanding certain things, and I had to understand my energy and who I was. Not a lot of people like that, and they won't. That's why they'll get in the chats and they'll say, "Oh, well, that ain't me," or "This is not." Well, then why are you even commenting? Do you understand that we're just, as messengers, we are just channeling energy. We don't know who we're speaking to. We're here trying to help, and that goes back to one of the first real teachers, and I'll say guides, teachers, is Addie's Tarot. Such a sweet, sweet person. And I understood why they had me, because again, my ancestors, they work with me in all kinds of confirmations, synchronicities, all kinds of ways. Again, yes, can't get into a lot of things, but very tapped in. So give me 1 second, because that's going to come. Since I'm saying that already, I need to. I think I had said in one of my messages before, and that's what the spread was about. Oh man, I had it. Well, that's fine. I mean, I ain't rushing. So that's what this spread was about, because 2 weeks is significant. I was getting a lot of pressures, a lot of when these messages were coming in. Again, I'll listen to messages and then teacher, and then I'll channel as it's happening, and that's how this works. So I'm gonna sit down for this, even though I need to do some things, but I got to do the setup. So, let's see. See, this is when I don't like to write. I don't know all this stuff, but if you see, this is, and it was adamant on how they were doing this. So again, I don't, but this is for a special person that has helped me on my my journey. So let me see how this camera. I'm not trying to. Again, I think I had mentioned in one of my other a while back about readers, but about to, let me see who. Is it still going? Yes, it is. Okay, great. 6:30. So, I don't know how many parts this is going to be. So, it just depending on how the energy is. When I say that, it's just, again, depending. So, Allie's tarot. The reason why they brought her, again, as we move through, our ascensions and, our upgrades, we get different, different messengers, different teachers and things. The reason why with that part is when I was going through mine, it was learning the energy with her. She's oh my God, so talented. It's not even funny. But when she came on my timeline, she shouldn't have, because I'm not subscribed to her, but I was amazed when I actually seen her, because she had, again, 2 weeks is very significant. It was amazing to, and I had checked in with her, but again, she is a teacher, a real teacher of energy, and very intuitive and very tapped in. Again, that's why I said messages, turn the messages off. That's distractions, I mean, that's what was one of the messages, and some of the readers. But see, with her is, she helped me on my journey for a good while. But at the time, when it was either, I had to switch all my guides. I had to switch up. I had to lose all the messengers and start from scratch. And that's how that was supposed to be. And I understood, because it was about, I was trying to fix my marriage and things like that. So I had to, again, they said, if you get her back, what are you going to do? So you're going to change. So this was about changing. But I had to understand energy. And once we understand that all we are is energy, then we will realize that you have to find your energy and who you are. And when I say that, I am talking about what energy you carry. Male, masculine. We both carry both energies, but we have a dominant energy, and that doesn't make us nothing like that. It's just that when you admit, you can understand your energy and who's in it. That's why it's very important that you know who you're around. If you're even any of this is very significant to these messages, because it's about teaching. That's why they don't want me to put my messages out the way I put them, because I am helping in a certain area that I came in and I understood. I was able to see energy. Again, I went to New York. Weiss Healer. She actually, one of them, when I see my, again, I'm an energy reader. I'm a different kind of messenger. I have different gifts than a lot of, we all have gifts. So let's just say that we all have intuition. We all have abilities. So if you are tuning into any of my messages, then you are being upgraded, and you're understanding what this is about. because it's about doing the work. But Allie is such a great person, but it's just a great soul. She's actually, she does it from her heart. And I followed her through when she was younger, and that the message was when it came through, and that's why it's important. It was the one that came because what they do is, well, when I went back and seen when I started, I'm very good with like the times and dates when I was trying to figure out what was going on with me. And, you know, again, I was doing it, trying to better myself for somebody. I understood I had to do it for myself. And, you know, a lot of things, you know, as we work, we have to learn how to forgive ourselves. But that is the hardest part, forgiving ourselves. And that's not easy. I'm not going to jump into all that, but Allie, she does. Again, the way they brought her, the ancestor put her with me on my messages is that I had a channel. It's called Sunny's Corner. I think it's Sunny Corner. Anyways, I'll put it in the box once I do, because this is gonna be for, like I said, the tickets are there now. Those tickets are for teachers, guides, and things like that to work together. And I said it in the beginning, but this is again totally different. They are having me work this now different, because whenever I would see a messenger or they would say they're here, and you know that, hey, I would go and research and I would see their growth. My messages, I'm just a different kind of messenger. I'm not a tarot reader. I interpret the tarot very well. Oracles, I mean, that's how I get messages. But when I first started my channel, Collective Healers Uniting as One, I was putting out, I was just trying to get the attention. I was trying to, you know, hey, fit in a sense, but I was putting out ancestors. Let's just say it like that. And they're still there. And it coincides with Mary, High Priestess. She was one. And again, if we all have telepathic communication, we're all telepathically communicating, because as a matter of fact, she had put out a message. She stopped giving messages about, I think maybe a month, 2 months ago. And she was she was really helpful with me too. I mean, as far as me understanding certain things, I've seen a lot of energy, and that's where it started. But she stopped giving them, but she's still giving out, message on her timeline as far as, and I'm going to this because she had, before I really seen, I wasn't able to see certain timelines or certain community boards, and when I seen her, she had something about a tire and something about a theft ring. Well, the theft ring, I realized it was in my head where it was here in San Antonio, and it was just crazy the way it came out, because I didn't see that message, but I heard about the theft ring. They said it was in the apartment complex, that they had just busted it. And it was crazy because also the tire to my front truck was flat, and they were gonna try to tow the vehicle. I didn't know none of this. And again, they found a dead body. There was a lot of things happening, but the theft ring was very, very significant with that message. She was just channeling energy. I didn't see that message until afterwards. So again, we get confirmations, and that was one thing that, like I said, she stopped giving out reading, and I believe I understand why now. She said it, Jackson. She said the message that people weren't following a lot of readers are watching her using some material, and hey, but I'm not going to go into that. So we're going to talk about Allie. Let me see, because she's such a sweetheart. You know what? And I hadn't watched her, but I went to when she came across my timeline with the other one. It was it went all the way back to the Leo reading 2020. As soon as it took me there, I looked and I said, what is this? I said, but I knew exactly what it was. I knew the energy. I already knew at that time what they were talking about, but I didn't even really watch the message, because it was over 2020. We're already 2024. That's about how long I've been on this journey as far as tarot. I believe maybe a little bit longer, but gifts have been longer anyways. Not to try to jump off of certain things. So, but they took me to that one, and I didn't understand, but I do now. Because when I went to that reading again, I learned some things too, because she's a very, very gifted with energies, and she is, as we do this as messengers, we have to be very biased. So that's why I can't put out just say all these names, because then it doesn't work that way. So when I seen the Leo reading, she's a Leo, but I think she has to have strong Leo in her chart. I mean, I was picking up, I want to say either 2 or 3. Somebody has heavy Leo in their chart. I'm a Leo rising though. Okay, so I got some messages again. She was saying about, yes, I mean, it was kind of funny when she was saying there's certain readings, because I know where certain things are. I know when a message is given a message for giving it out, but that it's almost kind of pertains to them, and it was just something kind of silly. It was that, yes, my heart's open, but I don't, not, again, how did they say, looking for love. I have to say looking for love in all the wrong places. But no, when I say that, I mean, yes, I love myself. I mean, I love unconditionally. I mean, I pray for people, but when they're saying that, because once we understand that we are, we working with people, and we have, contracts in the ethers and all this stuff, it's totally different. So, Diana Ross might be significant too. But once we get past certain things and we understand, but she was one of my first teachers. That's why this message is, I mean, it's really, I mean, when I because she didn't have her comments open, and I didn't realize that. And so I get messages through a lot of areas. So when we work on ourselves, we understand when they're talking about us and when they're not talking about us, because we're energy and they're talking about energy. So when you know. But the only one that really resonated with me, and it was, excuse me, I don't want to. Diana Ross is very significant though. I didn't really. I mean, it helped me a little bit, the other ones, because I was like, oh, okay. Because my guys they'll tell me, they know. Look, we're never alone. I mean, nobody's perfect or nothing like that. It's just they moderate. But I'm saying that, believe me, we're never alone. So, in saying that reading came up, and then I went to her current ones, the Leo reading, and it kind of freaked her out because of the energy she was talking about. Well, I resonated with that one. I didn't realize she had her comments open. And again, we all go through some things, but when we understand energy, well, if I'm going to speak on anything, us as readers, we're not talking about 3D. We're talking about 5D, 13D. We're talking about higher realms. So a lot of these things that we're not doing the work, and again, with Allie though, she actually helps you with the work, and she'll tell you who's in your energy. And some people don't want to resonate. She has over 800 and something thousand subscribers. I'm so proud. I mean, that's amazing. And she does it from her heart. I mean, she doesn't expect anything. The thing is that's why, man, shut your comments off, because you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. I loved it when you're at home, man. Blue is very, I was loving it with your dog. I mean, because my dog is monster reincarnated. It's crazy because I was watching it. I was so amazed because your dog, he's the same way. He gets up there but they say you're distracted. You're not distracted from anything. It's that, why should anybody care? They shouldn't even put a message in there just because I don't want to bring that into anything. I had to pray that you see some of the other messages, but I didn't believe what I was, anyways, not to scare anybody. So, but she's such a sweetheart. I mean, honestly, and she had said, and that's why it was very significant that 2 weeks, because she had not had her comments open, and she turned them on, and then it overwhelmed her in a sense, because she didn't realize how cruel people can be in a sense, and it can throw you off. I seen when she almost kind of stopped before, because again, this is not for the weak or the faint of anything. Let me let you understand that very clearly. This is not for the faint of heart. What we see and what we understand is not easy. Again, it freaked me out when I was seeing energy. I thought I needed, and again, that's why I went to New York. I was going with why again, as we upgrade, and that's why Allie is so important, because as I watched her in the very beginning, she helped me so much understand the energy, and that's why when you go into this journey, you pretty much have to cut everybody off in order to know who's in your energy. And that's how this works, understanding who is in your energy and what energy you are. So not a lot of people like, because she holds the mirror up. She doesn't know who she's talking to. She's just talking about energy. But she's very good. And I've seen that, again, they're saying if you start anything, go back and watch older. And that's to the new ones, the one I'm talking about, my family and stuff. And you'll see dates and times. She has a lot of messages. But the ones that came out, again, they changed. And she kind of freaked out. That Leo message was for her in a sense. And it was, I resonated with it. It was other ones, they weren't, but they helped me. There were some certain little clues and, again, messages in there. Our guys are very funny. Our ancestors, I should say that, are very funny when they, I have a ticket in the balcony. And that's why I ride my scooter. I haven't been able to shoot pool. That's why I'm here trying to fix it too as well, because gas is expensive. But having a ticket in balcony, I can't drive in there. And so I have to ride my scooter anyways. So it was just funny, and plus a couple other things. They work with us. They tell us, hey, we're messing up and what we need to correct and things like that. So that's what's so significant about our ancestors. They speak to us in very, very different ways. So when I went to that, and heart is significant to this, but when I went into that Leo reading, I watched it and then I was like, wow, but I went back and I watched, I seen Libra and, and then, okay, I was like, but I understood what they're talking about. So, okay. And then again, I have a lot of signs, so I can get messages through a lot of, interpret messages through a lot of signs. So I know when they're talking about different people and who's around me. Anyways, let's just say it like that. So it was just funny because that message, it was different from a lot. And then I watched her, and that's where I'm bringing this out now because, I was getting pain on my left side. I was getting with my big toe. They were touching me on my big toe. There were 2 days, 4 days, 2 weeks. Again, these are real-time messages. 2020, dog, something about a dog, like they're licking their lips, but under the bed. 1717. And I was like, what's dude's name? But it's Blue. I believe that her dog and name is such a, oh my God. But and then it was, who is he or who does he remind you of? Because I know my dog that I have, that Monster, he passed away, but I had another dog come with me and he's red, but I realized that's Monster reincarnated. And it's so funny because our animals will interact with us, just like, babies and things like that. They will, I didn't realize, but he was getting my slippers and he was like, I need to walk, let's walk. And then he put the pin in his mouth, chew certain things, or bring his bowl, but chewing on the pin. And I'm like, why does he have this pin? I'm like, come on, you're going to swallow. No, he was telling me he had to go pee. I was like, oh shit. So now I know that he's communicating with me. And plus, I've seen it. Anyways, as me as an energy reader, I am totally different. I am a seer. Okay. That means I can see energy, but I can also produce the energy. And that's a little different. That's where people, they don't understand. That's why I know who's tapped in. I know who's truly tapped in. I know who my soul family is, and I know who's working with us and things like that. But this is for her, because I had to put this message out before I can even leave you a message. I didn't even know you had them open, but I want to tell you how proud I am. That you helped me, and I want to say thank you so much, because you helped me so much along the way, and you without even knowing it, you helped so many people. Some people take it and some people don't. I looked at how many people were liking the message and how many subscribers, so it's like, But anyways, I was like, well, again, it's about doing the work, but nobody's perfect. Again, it's just, hey, you're reading energy, so that's what this is about. A lot of people, they don't like to, they want to interact, they want to say things, and again, hurt people's feelings for what? They're saying, oh, you shouldn't have to explain nothing. We don't explain nothing to anybody. If they don't like our messages, well, they don't have to watch them. We're here to help, and I'm not being rude in any kind of way to any of my confirmation, but it is about, I felt bad because she was there. Almost worse. I could tell. I was like, but then she seemed to read it in the energies. Again, she's Rick, stop it. Again, here we go. Oh my goodness, what is going on, Rick? Hey, boy, stop it. confirmation all the way around. But it was something about meatloaf. But it was again, the way he had me do this, it was so crazy because I was getting touched to my my side. I was getting my toes, oh man, it was so many. It's so right, man. Oh man, how do we go take this? Let me see, because this was really. It was really 230, 11, 43, blue. Top of the foot was, they were pushing me on the top of the foot, and my right foot, and then something about the left foot, but blue came up again, and then something about the top of my hand, but then it was left, no, I don't know, nail or something like that. But Leo, like I said, you must have strong Leo, or somebody has really strong Leo. I know I'm a Leo rising. But again, I am Sagittarius North Node. Sagittarius North Node. That's where we want to get, And again, our signs mean everything, but that doesn't mean we're perfect. But something about the dog licking the lips. 'Cause my dog was like there, just blah, 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 and I was like, man, what's that? Everything is significant when I'm channeling to all the messages. So, and it was something about bones, dog bones. But it was again meatloaf. I picked up meatloaf, root beer. I think it was also. It was 11, 22, 18, 1, 5, 1, 3. Something about a tub, but I got a bear claw tub, so I don't know what that's about. Anyways, that's for somebody. Then 259, 303, 108, 02. Then was 101. Let me see what else. Oh, then my shoulder, my neck, but it was right in between my shoulders started to, I was getting touched right there. Something about my nose, but I don't know. My nose was it. I don't know. It was again when I was writing them down. They were coming. Let me see. Oh, the freezer spell. Yeah, the freezer spell's broken and all that stuff. Again, if you don't know, when I'm doing these things, that's why I don't want to bring this into here. But yeah, I mean, they have me work with the egg, and what I do is pretty much just who's ever throwing it at us, I just pretty much just crack it, and then boom, I can see who's in it, and then I turn around and I freeze it. And then it's done. That's it. They're gifts. That's why gifts are gone. Anyways, I'm not going to bring that into here because, this is not a scary message. This is a fun message. So, man, my sides again, my top back, but it's something. Contracts. Again, 3 or more. Yeah, Leo was very strong because again, I had seen his man. Somebody got some. Either that or just because when she was giving that message, she was like, that's why I was so, because she said it herself, and that was the first message. She's very, as being a Leo, but she's not reading for herself. She will sit back when she said it like this. She said that was a very, and here we are, my confirmation that out there is moving, and it shouldn't be moving. It looked like, but she said with such a big energy, she was, she'll go back and look, just like with somebody's Angela, again, someone tried scalp, and this is going to kind of go into, but red nails, I mean, I'm putting it with this one, which I'm supposed to do it twice, but anyways, they'll kind of understand. It was, again, my toe was tapping again, something about a toddler, but a little, toddler, baby, but no toddlers. 327, again, my right side, 330. Again, my dog was under there. Something about snails, I think it was, or nails, that's what it was. Or smells, nails, escargot. 449, 53, 58, 1799. Because Angela, I mean, she was another teacher, but she, she's helped me so much too, but only one time and it was so weird but I'm not gonna go into that. But I just had she sees it best, she'll understand. But I'm so amazed at, like I said, I'm so amazed at these teachers. I mean, the messengers, the way they, oh my God, you have no idea. But anyways, Allie, shut your comments off. Don't let them do that to you. No. I know you said you were going to keep them off, but I had said to message, and I didn't realize you didn't have your messages on. So I had to put this message out before I can actually go and just give you just thank you for helping me. Honestly, I put some messages out for, some of my soul family, Roswell, I seen that prove, the progress and everything, the prayers are powerful, and again, you praise people that are doing well, and that's what this is about, helping people, not, a lot of people don't want to work together and things like that. My thing was when the first major download was Atlantis, and that was bringing true, like what I didn't know a lot of the meanings, but true healers, true light workers and earth angels, that they say, but people that just care, that want to help people, that have certain gifts, we're energy, and we know, but this is why the tickets, like I said, I have already. That's why they said the tickets, but this was. There's, the mermaid. She was, oh my God, such a sweetheart. She's she's an oracle reader. But again, I know who's tapped in, and I see the energy around people, and that's how I know when there's certain messages. But Allie, she's something about the hand too. But again, my foot was kind of numb, But gotta be so biased in all these things. You gotta be so. Just like equal, balanced. And she was saying about a fire sign. Well, I got a lot of fire. I got my chart. Yeah, I got a lot of placements. As far as cardinal signs and things like that. So, but you got to be patient in what we do. Again, who do you think has helped me? They help to overcome certain things. And that's why I put readings out before for several readers. Empress Bella, Mary, Sag, Maji. I did one for the healer, wise healer, but I didn't put that one out. I don't know if I saw, anyways. But it was several because I seen what they're doing, but I'm not going to bring that into here. So this is a special message because. That's somebody that if you're going to look into tarot, you want to see how somebody truly is a teacher or a helper. Somebody that helps from the bottom of their heart, from the bottom of their soul. That's who they're telling me for you to start with right here, because she's very, very. Again, I watched growths, but she was, when I first came in. Before I even read into my chart, I was like, man, I was resonating with almost every side, but I was like, how is that possible? But we all go through things as people, so it's very easy. But what she was doing is talking about the energy, and she didn't know who she's talking. She's talking to the energy. She had her comments closed she's been doing it almost 5 years, and I remember when she's back, and she was really good. I don't know, she had like 30,000 or. I'm not too sure. She would know more than that, but I was so amazed that at that many subscribers, and and it was very weird, like how she seen the energy, because she just came back from vacation, and I seen the readings but I didn't see that, and I still haven't seen none of the other messages that's for the other signs, because she reads energies, and then she was explaining herself, and I seen it. I could see that. They already got to her in a sense. And I was kind of upset about that, because she's such a sweetheart. She's such a sweet soul. And, it's truly got her. I could see it. And right now, again, that's not cool. The people are that cruel to put, distract, saying, oh, well, your dogs are, what? Our animals are part of us. And they're a part of our, that's why I said cleanse your animals. They come into your reading because they absorb the energy. But it was very clear because I had never seen that dog. And that dog's so cute. Oh my God. I was laughing with her, and I was loving it. Because he was sitting there like my dog. He's outside right now because I need to give him a bath, and he got into mud. But yeah, confirmation, because it's moving out there. That plan is. But anyways, like I said, you might see some shadows. You may be, whatever the case is. Don't be scared. If you're on the right side of what it is, then you don't have nothing to worry about. But again, if you're not, well, then you might have something to worry about. And I'm not going to bring that into here, but I just wanted to say that for Allie, and because they want me to say that's the teacher right there. As far as for my family, you come in, to Go back and see some of our video, because again, this is about helping. This is about us understanding what our purpose is, but understanding energy. Now that's what we're talking about now. We're talking about energy. The ones that I linked up is that they're far advanced. They're talking about things that if you come into tarot, that you wouldn't understand really. You're like kind of think it's a little crazy, but it's not. They're talking of the higher realms. They're talking about what people are doing. That's why I had to understand about the magic, even though I don't believe in it. I understood. I know it because they threw it on our uncles. And when I truly felt my grandfather's energy channeled it, I was so amazed. It was unlike anything else. Because my cousin Olga, I had to speak with her, and they threw it on my cousin John. Anyways, I don't want to go into that, but I had to understand it. And yes, it's breaking it. And pretty much it's all breaking. It's about us forgiving ourselves. It's really hard to do that. And if we don't really understand it, it's a sad thing. But this is about us evolving. We have to evolve. If not, then just stay where you're at. Not saying that's not a bad thing. People, sometimes it's hard work, but the Lord will never give us something that we cannot handle. And that's why I pray for, my sister, my little sisters, that I pray for for all my family, but really, because she stepped up when my father passed, and then, oh my God, I don't want to go into it, but my little sister Faith, she needs to be taken care of for the rest of her life, and it's very hard, and that's why, all these things, is to, if I can do anything, hey, but, yeah, the gifts we have are, but this is not about money. This is about just truly helping. Later on, you can't just step out and just say, and truly it's not. That's why the lottery tickets, the giveaway is not like, but when I channel for somebody, it's about truly do they believe. Anybody could say they believe, but it's about, again, yeah, I'm putting myself, so I'm like, I accepted, hey, I'll scratch a ticket. I have already won, but it's up to them if they truly believe. And if they believe they're going to be a winner, we're all going to be winners. But the thing is that I'm a winner regardless. The Lord provides everything I need. So I don't worry. My thoughts are very powerful. So not say I don't think about people, but I truly, really don't. Because what good does it do? All I do is if I think of them, I'll say a prayer. My cousins, no matter what, prayers are sent all the time. Again, from these messages, protection has been sent around all my family. All our ancestors are here. Around all the soul families that are here, everything has been returned to sender. And I'm not trying to bring that into here or anything like that. But the truth has to be said. These are past, present, and future messages. You might not see this or not see this message. Hear this message for a year, 6 months. I don't know. But I do understand that once we do, because this is channeling for the loved ones. That's why they're telling me the energy. You'll understand when we start to come through. That's why the setups come in different. And that's why my dad came through, My dad's always around me, even though I get choked up because it's, we miss him, but I know he's around me all the time. Same thing with my mom. My mother's always with me. And your loved ones are always with you. They're always around you. You just have to understand this. That's why when I did go to New York, I wanted to get some Reiki healing, but the wife, the Lord has a plan for us. So it wasn't, I looked at it at a different way, being in New York. I was in New York. I was in the airport. I couldn't go out because I had all my stuff with me. I had a grand plan, almost Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is significant to this message. But again, I stayed there and I got out and was there and chilled and, helped lady out. She came in, and I had some cards and some phone cards or whatever, and she needed one. I saved her some money, yeah. Spoke with her through text and everything, but it's nothing. It was part of God's plan, like I said. But I went because I didn't know how to. At that time, my gifts weren't here as the way they are now. So I was seeing the energy around my soul family. Now it's not even, it's crazy. It's not even nothing. It comes like that. That's why they're having me work different angles of everything. So I need to be able to, because again, now I channel for Pass On Loved One. I mean, I've done it already. I mean, this is a thing. I'm not going to bring in any of that into here. Or, I mean, this is about something different. I've said in my other videos, so there's no reason for me to repeat certain things, But it was about going over there because I thought, well, it's not that I needed somebody. It was that it's, again, working with people. But a lot of people, it's very tricky to work with people that they don't, I do know who's real. I do know who's tapped in and things like that. That's why people don't, my messages, they don't want out because they know they know about me. They know about me before I knew who I was. Because I didn't know who I was until I knew who I was. But with all the great teachers out there, all the great messengers, I mean, it's all out there. We all can, we're all created equal. Put it that way. It's just, how far do we want to go, with what we do? And that's why it was significant me pulling, because I pulled the Aquarius, and they wanted me to pull the energy for Aquarius, just to see. And I had never really I did it with somebody else, but I forgot who I was, and I'm not even going to try to bring it up. So let me see. This was the energy for Aquarius when I pulled it. Again, I'm Aquarius moon, and it was almost the same as where she was at. So I was like, okay, what? King of Swords, King of Cups, King of Pentacles. Again, the Ace of Wands, King of Wands. Again, the three swords. I don't know if it was a reverse or not, but I wasn't really, Four Pentacles. Again, you'll understand when you come into this. That's why they're saying that's why I had these cards on top of my foot skin there. But then strength, the Leo, And again, these are signs, but I can answer some of the questions. So get a question in your head, if you stayed this long, maybe I can answer a couple questions. Get them in your head real quick and just breathe, breathe with me in and out and just start thinking of a question that you like answered, nothing technical, yes or no question. I'm not if you're in love or somebody coming, no, nothing like that. Just, you may be worried about something, and they don't want you to stress. So if I can help you out, because there is, like I say, a Capricorn's here, but if you have that first answer, the first question, and let me, it wouldn't be right for me to do it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, with these cards only, I'm going to get the energy out because I already got the energy, but that way to do it right, because the cards are energy. So get that question if you have it. You ain't got nothing, ooh, something, but cards don't want to. Maybe they want me to get the other cards. Nothing wanting to speak right now, so nope, it's not. And give me 1 second. Hold that question because I don't want to. Check out. So there's, I don't want. I can't do any of this. Give me 1 second. Sorry for a second, real quick. But Addie, turn the comments off. Don't. And to all the messages, you know what? Don't. And I seen it with and it's kind of, people are so ungrateful sometimes. You know what? They won't sit for the intro because of every message. Mine, I'm not a regular reader, so not a lot of people resonate. But this is for my family, so that's why they're having me do this part. So let me you got that question. We'll get 3. Okay. So, do you have the first one? Well, could be a Virgo, but it's saying yes. Okay? To whatever you're thinking, and just like I said, it's not nothing about bringing somebody back in your life. It's about serious, Let's go with one more. Get in your head real quick and take a breath, Think of some, hey, you may be worried about, I don't know, I had gotten blood work, but that was before, but something about a doctor. I don't know. Like I said, it's some about a job. Maybe you're wondering about a job, and you think you may get it, But ready? The answer is yes. I mean, from the card that came out, the energy that popped out. So, if our higher self's working with us, I mean, they're knowing what you're gonna answer. I mean, be realistic. I mean, don't hold. I mean, hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So let's get one more, because I'm not gonna have these messages too long. I just had to put that out because Allie is. Ooh, you got it. Let's see. Okay. On the count of 3, we're gonna get 2. I'm going to pull the one on the very bottom. I'm going to look at that one, and then I got the one that came out. So the first one, go ahead. I haven't even seen it, so count of 3. 1, 2. Oh, wow. So yes. Now the fourth one, again, this is it. So, so maybe you hadn't, but think of something, hopefully I can help, but here we go. Ooh. No. Whatever that one was too. That's 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So anyways, these messages are real-time messages. Again, they have to come out this way because can't put the other ones, and I don't want to bring that energy into with me helping with my family. But it was very important that they wanted me to put this out in a certain way so that I can do the new setup again. Again, it's about the energies. I'm a different kind of a messenger. Again, I can show you our loved ones. And that's what this is about. That's why I was doing some things, and that's why I've been working with the cameras. Again, my third eye's been open for a long time. Well, I guess they're called clear audience, or they're clairs. So that's what it is. Gifts are, different ones. We have different gifts, but I'm able to see energies, our ancestors. I mean, we got a lot of ancestors, and you already know we do. I don't need to go into that part. I mean, that's why they don't know who they're messing with we don't know who we are in the 13D. People say whatever D's, but we have some very powerful ancestors, and again, we're all very protected. All our family, all the soul families are. They're around everyone. I sent them out. They're out. They're around everyone. They're here. They've been here. But again, this is not any kind of magic. This is straight up ancestors. This is because with the passings of our loved ones, and they had several, but nothing's ever easy, and especially to lose a child, and it doesn't happen. But it's we don't know our destiny. We don't know. I mean, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. Let's just say it like that. So, give your loved one a kiss, a hug, and say a nice thing. There's no reason to bring all the negativity, which there's enough negativity out in the world. I mean, it's just about, giving a helping hand. I mean, that's why I carry a jump box in my truck, because sometimes somebody might need a jump, but a plus in traffic time, they're stuck in it. It's like, do you see the back of the line? I'm like, man, real quick, my jump box starts it up, boom, they can go. Get them down the road. But it's nothing that, I don't expect nothing. Again, we don't do it to expect anything, do everything from your heart. I mean, not saying that nobody's perfect. I mean, that's not what it's about. I mean, a lot of people, yes, he provides everything we need for us. I mean, believe me, I know what the gifts are worth, but right now it's not about that. It's about, I'm still practicing. We're still practicing. We're still, it's not practice, it's just working everything. Everything has to be done in a certain way, certain style but if you know, I do appreciate all the new subscribers and the ones that will come, to my soul family, to my family, to, the ones that are up there that we're all working together, it's such an honor and a privilege to really work with such a group of soul family that we've done this lifetimes and lifetimes. Once we understand, and that's what made it so easy for me. Once I've been on this journey to understand that I signed up for this hardest thing, well, one of the hardest ones, but it makes it so easy because it's like, man, if I understand it, then I'm like, this ain't nothing. Because in my first twin flame, that was the first one I went in front of the camera. They were like, you got to get in front of the camera. People are biting you. They're using something. Anyways, and I'm gonna start that because what that little boy went through, and the voice he has is just like, oh God. Matter of fact, I'm going to play it. I'm going to go out with that song. If anything, I don't have any rights, but it's such a beautiful, I mean, what he went through, I mean, let me see. Oh, man, can I find it? Give me a second. I'm sorry. Just such a touching song. Oh, Bloody is maybe one way or another maybe significant, but which one? Let me see. And then I'm going to close this one off. And it's going to be the same, but oh my gosh. Open the eyes to my heart, Lord. Let's see. Oh my goodness. And I don't have any rights to this, but I want to see if I find the right one. Because it's a very inspiring image. It's...
Appointment? We can replace your windshield and recalibrate your advanced safety system. Great, thanks. Stay safe with SafeLight.
No rights to the music or anything like that, so... Just open the eyes up to my heart, Lord.
I was asked to introduce Christopher and give a little bit of a timeline on his life, and it's hard to keep my composure talking about Christopher's story. But he was born in May of 2011. 2001. Thank you. You can tell him he can do it better than I can. I have to go back a few years, yeah. And his mother was on drugs, Oxycontin and cocaine. And he was a nephew of ours. And we went down to Florida and took him out of the foster care system in August of 2002. And he's been a blessing to our family. And he loves to share his gifts. And this March he was kind of discovered by the Union Leader and all the local media outlets in Boston. And he's been singing a lot of patriotic songs. But to back up a few years, in 2004, Christopher was on his first mission trip with 8 Days of Hope. And at 4 years old, he went down to the front of the music ministry, and they handed him a microphone, and he sang the song he's going to sing tonight, Open the Eyes of My Heart.
Oh, I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard a tender whisper of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. Sing along, you all. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. Oh, I've seen many searching for answers far and wide, but I know that we're all searching for answers. Only you provided to know just what we need before we say a word. You're a good, good Father. Come on! It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. Yeah, hands together. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. Because you are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. Oh, to love so undeniable, I can hardly speak. Peace so unexplainable, I can hardly think as you call me. Deeper still as you call me. Deeper still as you call me. Deeper still as you love. Love, love, you're good, good Father. Lift it up. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am.
I want to ask you a question. I want to know, have you ever been so sick you couldn't pray? You never experienced it, you just keep on living. I can talk about it tonight because I've experienced it. I recall September 71. I went into the hospital because I was becoming paralyzed. The doctor said I had 2 herniated discs in my spine that needed to be removed. was afraid to go through with that operation because I was told if the doctors made one mistake, I'd never walk again. But after lying there flat on my back from September until March 72, I thought about how I'd been traveling up and down the dangerous highways, singing and telling men and women that God is able. And here I'm lying in the hospital afraid to go into that operating room. After I had a talk with myself, then I had a talk with Dr. Jesus. I told him I would go in there if he would go with me. Speak to the doctors and tell the doctors what to do. The 29th day of March, I went into that operating room, no fear. I had to learn to walk again. I had to learn to use my hands again. But tonight I can say thank God. I can go anywhere. I can sit down to the piano and sing and pray again. But so many nights while I'm in that hospital, my body was racked with pain. I was so sick I couldn't pray. The only thing I could do was just look up toward heaven and utter these words.